Welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping.
I found, Dan, and you might agree or disagree.
Let's find out. It's the segment of the show of does Dan agree or disagree?
I find that small businesses, or I personally felt like I was a little bit of a target in my very first small business. It was like, okay, young and inexperienced, how can we get all of the money? How can we get all of the money out of this girl? Yep. Or, whatever. And so I have to look out for these people. Small businesses, like small business owners, we are the last ones to get paid. You got to pay all your overhead and any of your employees. You have to pay everything, and you get the crumbs that's left at the end of the day. And so
I'm the lowest paid employee in my business right now.
Same.
Still there, hanging out there.
I might be able to write off a business lunch. That's the extent of my paycheck. But it's so we got to help these people. They really are the last to get paid. They are they work the longest days. The employees come in and relieve them for a few hours. But at the end of the day, we have to look out for our small business owners. We have to continue to patronize them, and we have to make sure that others aren't taking advantage of them. And I know sometimes they're more expensive because, again, they're not getting the same deals on wholesale items that the bigger businesses are getting.
Yep. It's artisan. We're getting artisan, high quality stuff. Here's the thing that I see all the time to exactly what you said about small business owners getting taken advantage of. There's not a ton of us that got into this space to do accounting and to do finance. Most people got into it. I work with a ton of window cleaners, pressure washers, landscapers, home service space. It's home service happy hour after all. And very few people started doing hardscaping projects because they're whatever I install, I really just want to do the accounting for it later. No small. Yeah. I think I'm the only one. I think I'm the only small home service, small business owner. I was like, I could clean windows, but I really just want to keep track of everything. I used to clean some windows, and I used to scrub some toilets. We had a bunch of maid service businesses, which is dangerous because now my wife knows that I'm good at cleaning. That was a huge mistake, was to get good at cleaning.
Oh boy.
It's a great workout though. When you got to clean 3 houses in a day, most of my cleaning would be sweating and cleaning up behind me. I'd have to back up because I'd be sweating. I'd be mopping the floor, going backwards so I could clean up after myself. But I just see all these just sharky finance things, all these bullshit loans where it's it's this interest rate. And I had a client literally ask me this the other day, and thank God he asked me before he signed up for this thing. He's like, hey, should I take this loan out? It's a 16% loan. This is how it works. And I was like, 16 is quite a bit already just for some working capital. I get it if you really need it. But that's not the end of the story. What are the terms? He's like, well, I pay it back in 4 months. And I'm like, dude, that's not a 16% loan. That's a 48% loan. No. You're better off borrowing money on a credit card than a 48% loan.
Oh, no.
They always, now they're moving to all these things where they charge the fees right up front. So it's not even interest that you pay over time. It's a flat fee. And so the only way to even have it at 16% is to drag it out as long as you can drag it out. If you prepay it, it's going to be worse interest rate wise. It's just all these things, and they don't divulge what the true interest rate is. They just divulge however they want to frame it to get a small business owner to say, oh, it's a 10% rate. I can afford to do this. I see so many that are between 30 and 50% when I truly calculate the annual percentage rate, and people just blindly sign up for them. And it just drives me nuts. Drives me freaking bonkers.
Yeah.
Hey, home service heroes, thank you guys so much for tuning into our home service happy hour content today. I sure hope you learned a little something, and I sure as heck hope that it was entertaining. If you did find it fun and entertaining, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more cool, fun, entertaining business content. And speaking of which, stay tuned. There's a little more here and a little more right here. Check it out.